Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Akron Zips taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Zips will get us underway with the opening kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And back to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's great. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabbed in the middle, it's great. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll leave it with him. The Canes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Zips offense will try to get something going with their first possession. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got the back in the middle. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Akron.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Going for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Looking for a gap. It's Garrison. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and
he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to South Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
You know, I think when you're trying to throw against this guy, especially when he's in zone coverage, you got to anticipate the throws. You got to get it out before your receiver turns around to look. Because if you're even half a second too late, he makes you pay with interceptions.
He makes the catch. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Zips are in the red zone. Trying to get to it. Quarterback now breaking the field.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Got a man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Akron. He'll try to add another. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for the loss.
He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It is perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over North Texas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they're able to make the tackle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball. And
going deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger.
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
The Zips are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Backed up. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two.
29, Miami.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his target down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Garrison. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the up. Snatches it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
that's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that'll...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Zips.
Really nice job working the route and get it.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal at the 1. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Akron. They are seizing control and forget the kick. He's going to throw it.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Open space at the 25. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to pop the draw. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Canes! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we have a one-possession game late. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on first down. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here in the fourth.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot of...
Lets it fly. And he throws another interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Garrison. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Hurricanes enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. So points weren't